Does alcohol relieve anxiety? Oh my gosh, like almost nothing else relieves anxiety. Alcohol is a go to for reducing anxiety, and it's a depressant. So it kind of turns everything down a little bit physiologically when you're under the influence. It also changes the way that you look at yourself. So all of that kind of keyed up, intense, negative self-judgment and self-criticism that a lot of us harbor, it really softens off. So you're stressed, you're upset you didn't do something, or you're upset you did do something during the day, you're feeling bad about yourself. And it's almost the romantic part of alcohol is like, wow, it really works and it works quick. And that's the challenge is how do you take that away from people who can go buy it at the store, it's legal. They can consume it in the privacy of their home. They can consume it in a bar around other people. Um, it works. It works too well for anxiety. So, having said that, um, for people who have anxiety disorders, and that would be things like panic attacks or obsessive compulsive thinking or disorder, generalized anxiety, who are very prone to worry, they have a higher likelihood of having alcohol issues. Cheap, legal, available, um, and even encouraged in our society. So what happens is then you can get into a vicious circle because it's a depressant. When you come off any depressant, you get the opposite effect. This is true for every substance. People who are crashing and withdrawing from methamphetamine intoxication, they're very hungry, they're very sleepy, and they're very depressed. So you get the opposite of a stimulant intoxication is euphoria and energy and all of that. So with alcohol, it's a depressant. The opposite of the depressant effect is anxiety. Your fight or flight symptom is turned on. So that means your heart is racing, your blood pressure is up, you're shaking, you're sweating, your pupils are dilated, you've got nausea, you're ready to go. And the problem is then you get into a vicious circle in that, well, what works for alcohol withdrawal and what works for anxiety associated with alcohol withdrawal? Drinking. So you basically get back on the same substance that you were on. And this facilitates the pattern of addiction with really all substances to treat the withdrawal effects. Um, so it gets complicated. And I would say that you really have two different groups of people with anxiety. You have those who have really severe premorbid anxiety or a co-occurring anxiety disorder who drink to relieve anxiety. You also have a group of people who don't necessarily have that, but they develop a lot of withdrawal associated anxiety, and then they're back in this sort of recurrent pattern of drinking to alleviate the withdrawal symptoms. So, but I mean, this is a tough one. Unwinding after work. I mean, how many people have very stressful, intense jobs? I mean, a lot of people do. And so for those who can come home and have, literally 2 glasses of wine every night, it's probably not great for your weight and all of that, but you're not going to get into a alcohol use disorder situation.
For expert support on medication assisted treatment for alcohol use disorder, visit riahealth.com.